Alright, I talked about it. I did the tag video first to get it out of the way. But here's the actual video. And if you look at the title, yes, it is a New Year's YouTube challenge. I figure the month of January is usually the month of resolutions and trying to get into the swing of things if you don't quit. But for me, it's a challenge to YouTube. Now, more importantly, it's for the wrestling community. So if you're not a wrestling fan or have no interest, you probably want to stop watching. And that way I can talk to my buds from the wrestling community. Are they gone? I think they're gone. Okay, so here's the challenge. 3 questions. And I want anyone who's got a camera who can film or make a text video or however you want to do it, respond to this video. I want to know what your input is. The wrestling community, the internet wrestling community, and more specifically the YouTube community of wrestling shooters and gurus and whatever else you want to call yourselves, always have something to bitch about. Always want to be in charge. So here's your chance to be vocal with someone who's at, you know, I want to hear what people's takes are. The first question is, who is not signed to an ROH, but more specifically TNA or WWE contract that you feel should be signed? Second, oh, and why? So elaborate, not just because you think he's great. I want to know what or he or she is good at that makes you want them signed to a major contract. Secondly, what wrestler or wrestlers or group or female, whatever, that does work for TNA or WWE, which one do you feel should get a big push and why? And thirdly, if you had the chance to book one angle, change up one angle that is currently on television or in pay-per-view, what would you do? Which storyline would it be and how would you modify it? Alright, so let me hear your responses. But since I made the challenge, I might as well answer the questions. Why not? The answer to the first question is very easy for me to say. I didn't really give it a whole lot of thought. You might be surprised. I think I should be signed. If you gave me an opportunity, paid me, I promise you I will set the world of wrestling on fire. I will put it on fire. I will set it ablaze. I will blaze a trail. If I'm paid to do it, big money. But I would just love to be up there. Second question, who do I feel isn't getting a rightful push, or who do I feel should get pushed? And the only guys, and they've had a push in the past, but they're my bros, are Brian Kendrick and more specifically Paul London. I think those guys, you know, give them a microphone, let them be themselves, and let them actually be the Rockers 2007, 2008. I mean, this should be the year that these guys actually get some critical acclaim, I mean, from the wrestling mainstream. So there you go. And third, what storyline would I change, or if I could put my hands in it? The CM Punk title reign. I think it's a solid thing, but it's kind of just wrestling to wrestle, and it's not knocking it. I just would like to see him in more dramatic stuff. You know, just a very competitive champion. They have a chance to really make some solid, I think, coin with this guy if they just kind of give him more of a ball to run with. I mean, they gave him such a big push to start, and then once he got the title, it was like, you know, the guy was steamrolling up to the top. I mean, you think Survivor Series with DX, and, you know, they go undefeated last year, and then this year You know, I mean, the guy should have something meaningful going into WrestleMania and actually have a chance if they really want to back ECW. And I think they're going to do something with him. Obviously, I'd like to see him do something in the Rumble. But yeah, I tweak it just a little bit. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to everyone's video response. Like I said, you got a camera. I like to hear your views. I like to know what the answer to the question is. So, or questions. I will be coming out with a video pretty quick because story time's going to be a little different this time. I'm actually going to talk about, I've got a couple of shows coming up, and tomorrow I've got a show, but by the time this is uploaded, the show will have passed. So probably Monday I will put out a vid kind of as my preparation for a pretty important weekend for me. So I'll give you a hint. I've got PWA on the 18th, and then the 19th I've got Texas All-Star Wrestling. I'm in the Humble Rumble, and it's been 5 years since I've been there, so it's kind of a reunion of sorts. So I'm going to talk about that starting Monday. But as always, guys, you know, I'm going to change it up a little bit. You see, when you're watching the Lucha Lounge, you are classy, you are sexy, and you are cool. Because you are watching, that's right, the Lucha Lounge. Later.